Hey guys, I'm Jay Randall. Welcome back to the channel where I discuss wisdom for the modern man. Thanks guys for joining me on another live stream. I know this one's a little bit later than I planned, but hey, we're here. We're going to have some fun. So thanks again guys for tuning in. Whoa, oh, sorry, got my second screen volume still up. My bad on that one guys. But appreciate you guys for joining in on another live stream. Today guys, as you can see by the thumbnail, we are going to look at a dating compilation. You know, every now and then it's good to check in on the modern dating foolishness. There's a lot of nonsense going on in the dating world, and sometimes it's good to just sit back, relax, and laugh at the insanity, you know? The world is going crazy, especially when it comes to dating. And now we are going to laugh at it. We're going to have some fun. And we're going to learn a little bit because, you know, you can definitely learn from people's mistakes, and people are making mistakes out here in the dating game. But before we get started with that, I want to say thanks you again, guys, for joining. Thanks for all those who tuned in to yesterday's live stream. Got some good conversation. I had a guy in the chat yesterday. We had some good back and forth. It was really fun. So join in on the chat, guys. You know, let me hear your comments. I respond in real time. We have a good time over here. Go ahead, guys, and do me a favor and like the video. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I'm trying to do that by the end of next month, or yeah, the end of next month, so we can get this channel monetized, and we can like start implementing some more things, some more ideas that I have in mind. And you guys have been doing a really good job at that. I mean, we've gained quite a few subscribers in the last week. Even the last week, we've gained quite a few subscribers, and things are really moving forward. So I really appreciate your guys' help with that. Got a lot of views on the last video. So, without further ado, guys, let's get into the compilation. Some modern dating foolishness. Absolutely.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at when women get rejected and men stop simping. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
What's your body count?
2.
Do you want to make it 3?
No,
Why?
because I'm not like that. I don't pass girls around like that.
She offered herself like a free coupon and still got declined. Good man.
What is it that you want? What you looking for?
Well, I see those Balenciagas on that back long hair. Right, you're...
Yeah.
What
we
is
don't
she
even need to
wearing?
look at it. We just ready to go. You got the sizes?
She looked
Alright,
naked
so
for a
if I do
second
wanna
there.
buy
Am I
this,
tripping?
then what?
Then like it's a wrap. Like,
So you won't if I don't buy
no,
it.
I'm not just like, no, it's not okay. I like all of it. I'm ready to go.
This is definitely just for content, bro. Like, but then again, I don't know. That was a black guy. Could have been a rapper. I don't know, man. These, for some reason, when black guys get money, bro, they just go for like the most. It's like they pick out a girl that looks like she's meant to walk the streets, and they decide, I'm gonna invest in that. I don't know what it is. It's like they don't know what a classy, decent woman looks like. Everybody's trying to make content nowadays. But I just want to see if I can catch a glimpse of what she was wearing. Because she just looked like... Look, okay, see what I mean? You see this? She's practically naked. Like, you could see more of her butt than it's covered. You know what I'm saying? There's less covering. And a lot of times these rappers, these black guys, you know... Because guys... A lot of black guys are just used to, you know, idolizing rappers, and rappers tend to have women that look just like that in their videos. It's like, oh, that's success. Getting money and then getting a chick who looks and dresses and sounds like this is a gold digger. And that to them is like, I've reached the pinnacle. If I can get a girl who looks all fake, clearly a BBL, dressing half naked, and then, you know, I spend all my money on her while she cheats on me and go through stress and arguing and all this controversy, bro. I'm surprised.
We just ready to go. You got the sizes?
Typical
Alright, so if I do wanna
shenanigans.
buy you this, then what?
Then like it's a wrap. Like,
So you won't if I don't buy it.
no, I'm not just like, no, it's not okay.
Clearly a lot of face work, tattoos. Like, she looks like she should be on the street. But then a black guy or some rapper will find her and for some reason feel as though he should spend a bunch of money on her. And now he's having a conversation about, well, it's probably for content, but I could see this happening in real life. And now, why would you be surprised that someone who's dressed half naked, has a lot of tattoos, clearly done some stuff to her face, is having this kind of response?
I like all of it. I'm ready to go.
Alright, I don't know if you can see right here, my man. He's trying to come up to 47.
He doesn't even care.
Oh wait, I think the guy walking. That's okay. I might have got that wrong. I think the guy walking, holding all the boxes, was the employee. The guy behind the camera. We can't see him. We don't know who he is or what he's about.
47.
47.90.
You think you deserve that?
Of course. Really.
But you ain't even want to me until you seen what type
That's
of car I
not
was
true.
in.
We talked about this
No,
already.
but what I'm saying is
I was
you just.
having a bad day.
But you just told me when I was sitting over
This
there.
is totally for
you wouldn't
content.
me
Because,
if I didn't
like,
buy
why
it.
you try to, like,
This can't be
choose me,
real
like-
life.
You can pay on your own.
No.
You pay on. Have a good day, bro.
I'm not. Like, we're not doing this.
Nah, it is what it is. I'm going.
People can leave, like, do something? Like, the carbs?
Nah, ain't no card.
Serious, London? Like, you cannot just leave like that. Like, you need to pay.
I'm not paying for.
Like,
I need
dude,
to pay.
you need to pay.
You want to get this girl, bro?
Like, no, he literally, like, you need to pay the bill.
This got to be content. Ain't no way. Yeah, I mean, people nowadays will create skits and they know it's gonna get views, and it's like the little skits people would do where they would have a rich guy buy not a rich guy. They would have a guy buy like a very expensive car. He would go up to the girl, ask if she wanted to go out on a date, and then if she said no, see expensive car, and then all of a sudden she would change her mind. Come to find out, all that was just planned. They would pay the girls, do the skits, just wanted to get a rise out of people. Now, has it happened in real life? Of course, but yeah, you never know with this kind of stuff.
I would get security.
Well,
Like,
you
come
get-
get
do
this.
it.
Like,
Do
you
it.
need to pay. Like,
Do
you're
it.
playing with you. Like,
go ahead. Handle your business.
like, excuse me.
Hey, stop touching me though.
Are you
Stop touching me.
serious?
I'm serious.
Like, are you, like, you literally trying to bribe me?
Hey, stop following
Like,
me
I'm
though.
sorry I didn't.
Following me though.
I'm not following you, but
You
you're gonna
is.
pay that bill.
I'm not paying.
She wants to get security and tell them what exactly? This man doesn't want to buy me shoes?
Did he leave you? Did he leave you? No. Oh, okay.
I don't know him.
Oh, you don't know him?
No.
You can get to know me though. You just.
What you doing?
What you mean?
Sir, that woman is walking barefoot after being dumped and just blamed you for her mistake. I promise it's not worth it.
Bro, just walk away, bro. Like, it's just weird, bro. Doing this stuff for content, like it. Come on, man. Like, you can't be that desperate for attention. These chicks nowadays, these OnlyFans chicks walking up to dudes, trying to get them to simp on them. Like, it's embarrassing, but that's how bad it's getting out here. Nigga ran.
I thought you were fine.
The homie ran
I
for
thought
real.
you had that key on.
Homie said, "Ain't nah, bro." Homie saw the toxicity a mile away, so you know what? I'm out. I ain't sticking around for this one.
Smart man. I mean, he had to think about it.
Run
but
for
he
your
made
life,
the right
brother.
call at the end.
I don't believe in marriage. Huh?
What does that mean?
It means you don't believe in marriage. What
How
do you
does a
mean?
guy benefit from marriage?
Okay, so you're telling me your dream girl wants to get married to you, you're just saying nah?
Yeah, I already told her I don't believe in marriage, and she cried, and then we broke up.
It's sad, but marriage and wedding vows used to mean something.
And told her straight up, listen, man, I am not getting married. I'm not getting married. There's no benefit to me. So I told her straight up. So if you're sticking around under the hopes that I'm gonna like give you a traditional, sign those documents one day, yeah, I'm just letting you know right now, that's not gonna happen. And she stuck around. We dated for about 5 years. But I told her straight up, you got to be honest with them, bro. Listen, it just there's no benefit to men nowadays when it comes to marriage and signing that document. And girls, like you saw the look on her face. She's just not used to men saying that, but that is what most men are feeling, and we're coming to that conclusion. Why would I sign this document? It has literally zero benefit to me. Listen, bro, why does anyone sign a document? You sign a document for guaranteed benefits. You want it. This is what I'm guaranteed to get out of this agreement. This is what you're guaranteed to get out of this agreement. But there's nothing guaranteed to a man in that document besides losing half your stuff should it end. That's the only thing guaranteed to you. So why would I sign it? There's no benefits guaranteed to me. The only one who benefits is the woman. So men are like, yeah, with the divorce rate being what it is, women leaving for arbitrary reasons, why would I Why would I put myself through that
They
nonsense?
don't anymore, and you can't blame men for adapting to the times.
Alone. I'm not joking. Please leave me alone. Okay, gambling. Leave me alone, for real. I'm not trying to be rude. I don't care.
Man, you're on a boat gambling. You could have skipped this whole situation if you.
That's facts. Like, bro, you on the boat with the hose. Like, I guess some guys just like to be around women. I don't like to be around hoes though, bro. I feel uncomfortable. I feel like something's gonna pop off because hoes don't think, bro. They don't think. They just act. They do stupid stuff and then play, oh my gosh, I'm just a girl. I feel uncomfortable. Every time I'd go to the club and stuff, I would feel uncomfortable because there's like a bunch of drunk, ignorant guys who are going to be fighting over a hoe. I've had to get into fights over dudes who are upset because a girl rejected them and now she's talked some type of way because she curved him. Bro, I don't like the club. A bunch of ignorant niggas and a bunch of ignorant, like, females who are drunk and sloppy and do dumb stuff. So I just would never want to be in that situation. I want to be around sober individuals, bro.
wanted to.
Would you rather cross paths with a man or a bear in the forest?
A bear wouldn't ask me questions like that. And secondly,
She looks retarded. That's just me.
A year, and there's about like 15,000, I think, from males per year. So if it's a random man, or statistically, I'm more likely to get harmed by. You said random man, random bear. Why would I not listen to statistics?
So your answer is bear, though. Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though. You've made a criticism of me of generalizing women. You know what I find more egregious than that? If you choose bear over man, you're making a generalization about men to the point that you think it's safer to be in a forest.
I really don't.
Stop. With a random bear over a random man. That is misandry. That is man-hating.
My first thing I said was a joke. I said because dudes won't ask stupid questions like this.
Cool. It's not a stupid question.
Then
It's a
this
temperature
answer-
check to see if you're a
I'm not.
You literally would rather be in the forest. You'd
I'm
rather
not
be alone.
serious.
Yes, you
Hey, man, I'm cool. Choose the bear, bro. I ain't trying to be in the forest with no chick, man. Choose the bear. I don't care. Listen, at the end of the day, these same women are going to be the ones complaining that men aren't there to save them, that men aren't there to protect them. You chose the bear. I'm good, bro. I'm not offering up my strength and protection for free for some random chick. I mean, I'm going to be a good person if I see someone needing help. Like, I'm not opposed to it, but do I think women are entitled to my protection? No. My mom, my sister, my close family, my friends that I care about, my girl, absolutely. Some random chick, nah, choose the bear. You're better off with the bear.
are because you said based off statistics.
Statistically, yes. I was laughing when I said it.
How many female to bear interactions happen in a year? Okay, how many female to male interactions happen per year? Google per capita, lady. You're making a fool of yourself.
I say whatever the I want. Who wanna pop me? Nobody.
There ain't nobody at home to pop. You single.
Yeah, a lot of black women have too much mouth, bro. They wonder why guys don't choose them. It's like nobody wants to hear all that attitude. Nobody wants to, bro. But hey, they think dudes are gonna tolerate it. No, you stay single, sister. You all right?
You can say what you want and go home by yourself.
But yeah.
Exactly.
He was so quick with that one. What a savage.
Why do men keep getting married? I know. I mean, I honestly, like these days, I don't know what's in it for a man. Like, there's no upside in my mind for a man to get married. It doesn't create faithfulness on the part of a woman. It doesn't create security in terms of finances for him. It doesn't create security in terms of his kids going forward if they actually go through a divorce. Like, what's the upside here? Somebody explain it to me.
Man's got a point.
He's facts, bro. It's facts. I mean, what are you really locking down, to be honest? Like, the relationship dynamic going from girlfriend to wife, what's changed other than you've taken on more risk? You've gained no additional benefit. You've gained no additional protection. You've gained no additional assets, no guarantees, nothing. It's just, I don't know. She can still, just the same way she could cheat on you as your girlfriend, she could cheat on you once you sign those papers. She can When it comes to your finances, when you were boyfriend and girlfriend, your finances were safe. She couldn't touch them. What's yours is yours. Now you sign that document. Now her finances, your finances, half of that belongs to her now. On top of that, your children. Like, I mean, that's regardless of whether you're married or not. But hey, they're not even really yours. The state almost like exclusively views them as hers. I was doing a live stream, and I forgot her name, but it was one of my first live streams, and I think it was Zuby and this other lady, and they were talking about what benefits marriage has, and this conservative lady who's trying to advocate that men still get married and sign the document is over here talking about, well, it's just the public, how does she word it? It's like a public declaration. Who does that benefit? It's like a public declaration that you guys are making a commitment. There's no great, bro. The only one making a commitment is the man. The woman is not making any greater commitment than she was when she was your girlfriend. The only one putting additional skin in the game is the man. So that makes no sense. Like, bro, it's just a lose-lose. You might as well just keep her, not as a girlfriend, but like give her the title of wife, do the traditional thing. But signing the document, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
There's not much to gain and a whole lot to lose.
He's not conventionally attractive. He's ugly. Yeah.
That's you.
Yo, what's up? We got the Fat Muppet in the chat. It's good to see you again, man. The Fat Muppet says all women are manipulative. Yeah, here's the thing. It's definitely a part of them, and you got to be careful. You got to be careful because a lot of guys, manipulation is the female's tool, right? Strength is the man's tool. Manipulation is how women like move through the world, how they get what they want out of situations. Men use their strength, their power, and change the world the way they want to. Women, they're not strong, so they have to manipulate men to give them what they want. And so you have to be aware of that. Now, is she going to use her manipulation tactics on you? That's the only thing in question. But is she capable of manipulation? And that's the Fat Muppet. A prenup is like a declaration of independence. But see, I can agree with that to a degree. It's just that prenups don't really work, bro. Like, that's the thing. If prenups were ironclad, then yes. Which is funny because I was doing that live stream with that conservative lady, and she was against prenups, bro. She didn't want men to protect themselves in any way, and of course she didn't. I'm pretty sure Michael Knowles said the same thing from the Daily Wire, that men shouldn't get prenups because it goes against the, I don't know what he called it, but it goes against like the whole traditional thing of like, bro, screw that. Bro, I don't believe in prenups. It doesn't stand up. If Dr. Dre's can get thrown out, then I don't know, man. But let me back up on this one a bit because I think I missed the first part of it.
A point.
There we
There's
go.
not much to gain and a whole lot to lose.
He's not conventionally attractive. He's ugly. Yeah.
That's you.
So that's AI, and that's her. Okay. So she just called herself ugly. So you know what? We need to do this for more women. We need to do this for more women so they can be humbled, bro. She's over here boldly saying that this guy's attractive. That is literally, very literally, her male equivalent. So she would curve herself as a guy. That should tell you a lot. Bro, we need to do this for more women, bro. Because they love calling men ugly. Oh, he's unattractive. Oh, he's this, he's that. All right, let's see how you would fare as a man.
That's you. What do you That's you.
Well, he's ugly. Okay. There's no ifs, ands, or
but
buts.
I'm a huge okay, now that
look that in the face.
I know.
Oh, I know this one hurt. I know this one hurt after she found out the truth. Oh, she had to cry herself to sleep at night after this one, bro. This one had to cut deep. Watching yourself roast. Oh my gosh, watching you roast yourself is just that's tough. That is
You
tough.
looking in the mirror.
Ma'am, this man is you with a beard. I think we can all see that. Stevie Wonder can see that.
All the money that you made last year, why haven't you bought a chain?
Damn, all these money questions.
I'm be honest, right? I feel like I'm just not like, if you getting that, you know you ain't gotta go chain on them.
So you wouldn't buy me no designer?
Hey, nah, but look though, I got a question for you. Like,
Yeah.
is like a man that has like materialistic things like really important to you though? Like chain, design on, because I see that's what you asked about.
No, it's
Of
not
course it
important
is.
to me. It's just,
Okay.
where's his money going?
What?
Okay, so he has the right mindset. He might sound ghetto, but he got the right mindset. You don't need to put all your money into this useless stuff. You put your money into stocks, you put your money into real estate, and that's what grows it. So you make more money. It's the idiots, and it's unfortunate because a lot of black people, a lot of black guys and women fall into this trap where they put all their money into like useless stuff. You'll see a guy, a black guy, and he'll be decked out. Women too. He'll have the Gucci belt, the latest Jordans, all the drip, you know. But then he's broke. What I tend to find with a lot of black people is they have wealth, but they don't actually have wealth. And then black women, because they're so used to, you know, just seeing dudes faking the wealth visually, if a man isn't, they're harsher critics of him. They're far harsher critics. Like she would prefer, funny, and it's crazy, but she would probably fall for a guy who's just dressed with all the drip and absolutely broke. But then the guy who actually has the money, a black guy who has the money, but he's wearing normal shoes, dressed regular, he'll approach her and she'll curve him because he doesn't have a chain. Because he's not wearing the latest Jordans or the latest Nikes and the Balenciagas and all that stuff. And she'll curve the millionaire because his money isn't on his body. But then the broke dude who's putting all his money and has the rented Ferrari, well, yeah, she'll fall for him. It's sad. It's sad, but that's what I see a lot in the black community.
Yeah,
So if you don't got it on, where is it going? That means you're not getting it.
Bro, that's crazy.
We call this broke person mentality. There's no
It is.
fixing this woman. She really believes that.
Excuse me, would you rather $100 or to go on a date with me? No?
Can't a man just have his lunch in peace anymore?
If you smashed her the same day that you met her, some other guy did too. King, do not fool yourself into thinking you are special. And don't ever, ever, ever be fooled into believing that the hoe is an angel. And always wear a rubber. Streets.
I did not expect to hear good advice from a man.
It's true, man. It's true. Yeah, if she's passing it around that easily, bro, you're not special. But to guys who don't get a lot of access, they will fall for that.
Those kind of shades, but it checks out.
What?
Can you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10?
Give me a spin.
Hey, the boys in the back.
2.
I love the boys in the back. Be honest, don't simp. Be honest, don't simp. We need more of that, bro. We need more boys, you know, holding other guys accountable. Stop with the simping, bro. Keep them, you know, you see your boy on the verge of simping, you know, slap him upside the head, bro. Like, hey, hold the line, man. Don't do it. And she's dressed like a streetwalker, bro. She's dressed like, why is your dress so tight? Why is it so short? Like, any higher up and we'd be able to see your crotch. Like, the slightest bit if this went higher. Like, what do you want me to say? You look like you should be like in the club or on stage stripping, getting ready to strip. Like, you just, like, what? You look like you're fun for the night. What do these girls want? Like, good lord.
Yeah.
What? Why?
My grandma's slap way harder.
What the?
Damn.
So, does Granny got an Instagram or what?
Women usually cheat for two reasons
Because they lack integrity and or loyalty, which are the exact same two reasons why a man would cheat. But I'm sure women are different and there's different reasons and we're about to hear them. Of course we are.
because there's a lack of emotional availability from their partner.
Well, that's her first excuse. And to me, it sounds identical to when fellas say, my partner wasn't putting out, so I went and found it elsewhere. We can all agree it's not a valid excuse, is it? But one to this lady is an excuse, and the other is an excuse to blame men and say that they all cheat. You can't validate anyone's cheating with reason. You can't.
Or
here's where she blows up her own argument of emotional availability.
The obvious other reason.
She's referring about pee-pee size and using that as excuse number 2. And it doesn't sound too far different from when men say, well, I cheated on my partner with another. Excuses. Oh.
See, the thing is, though, when it comes to cheating, for some reason, women think they get a pass when they say, well, it was just, wasn't being emotionally fulfilled. When a man cheats, he's a dog. He's the worst thing in the world. He wasted her time. She deserves better. It's all on him. And I can agree. It's on him. But if a woman cheats, get into why, though. Why did she cheat, though? What was her reasons? Was she asking him for things that she wasn't fulfilling? Was he there for her emotionally? Was he paying the bills? We have to qualify with all these reasons as to why it's acceptable and why she should get away with it. It's a bunch of BS, bro. No. Women cheat because they're unloyal.
So which one of those do you fall into? I think the audience would probably guess both, but that's just my guess.
Although the commentator was technically wrong and technically right at the same time, I'll get to that, the rebuttal that they got was, well, I'm just assuming that you're emotionally unavailable to women and you've got a small pee-pee, which is extremely immature indeed. But the whole video is about, yes, women cheat for good reason. But if men cheat, there's never a good reason. Do we see this pattern? It's a massive double standard.
So when men cheat, it's men's fault. But when women cheat, it's also men's fault.
That's why men are staying single.
That's what we're going with.
Have a girlfriend?
I don't.
Do you think I'm hot?
Not really.
Oh, why?
Way many more people are attractive here than you.
What's not hot about me?
Your personality and your voice.
My voice?
You're a little too small. You can maybe eat a burger and not be...
That's aggressive.
I don't know who you're trying to impress. No one's going to simp over you.
Never thought...
Hey, that's a... Yo, my man might be big, but he has his self-respect. No simping, bro. No simping. This is what we need in society. It just always creeps me out when girls come with that high-pitched voice, trying to sound like a child. That's disturbing. Days ago, doing the exact same thing. It's what's wrong with you? This is disturbing. These are the same chicks that like to call men, pedophiles and all that stuff. But then you want to portray yourself as a young woman and it's just, you know what I mean. I don't know what's safe to say on YouTube, so I'm trying to
in real life.
Your woman got more than one baby daddy. She's trash.
Yeah, she's trash.
She's trash.
She's trash.
She's trash.
Yeah.
You let multiple men.
I didn't say it. You heard it from woman.
You let your womb be populated by multiple men. You're trash. And you don't deserve a ring. And that's just the truth.
Oh!
I'm sorry. And if you get one, congratulations. There's a man that loves you. But for a woman who let different men in their room and bear their child.
The men didn't.
Yeah, if you didn't learn from the first one, you probably ain't gonna learn from the second or the third. That's why they have all these kids and they expect man to just come around and still take them seriously.
Need to say anything. She did all of the heavy lifting.
Y'all leaving if a woman put your hands on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should. I have been in this situation several times. You should leave. So I can't sit up here and act like I'm perfect. I know what I should do. I've been in situations where I stayed though. So that's why I said I speak from experience.
I've been in situations like that where women put their hand on me, and me as nice, I'd be cool, but I have a temper at some point, so I'm used to separating. I go to therapy, so I separate myself. From there, it's either I call my sister gonna handle the problem, and you're not gonna see me for a week.
Yeah, he's talking like Griselda.
He sound like my brother.
I'm a week, cool off, probably go fishing. I'm coming back and take your shit out the crib.
Sometimes.
Yeah, nah. bruh, see, I'm not leaving my crib and then coming back a week later. Listen, a girl ever puts her hands on you, you gotta leave. You gotta leave. There's nothing there. And because here's the thing, as men, like he said, we do have our breaking point. And when we crash out hard, and then we pay the price. Even though she might deserve to get hit back, because they do some trifling stuff nowadays, and women are bold. They're bold. I don't know why they're so bold, but they are. And if she puts her hands on you, eventually you are going to snap. She's going to catch you on the right day. And the more, if you let her get away with it, the more you let her get away with it, the more she's going to do it. The more she's going to feel comfortable doing it. The more she's going to feel comfortable doing it in public. And eventually you're going to feel disrespected, bro. And you are going to lash out, and then now you're in jail. The second a woman puts her hands on you, kick her to the curb. Actually, screw that. You shouldn't even be in a relationship with her unless you've had that conversation. You say, listen, you want this relationship, you go through all your requirements, expectations, and one of those requirements need to be that, hey, never in your life put your hands on me, because the second you do, this relationship ends. So she knows from the very beginning, before you grant her any kind of commitment, that this rule is in place. So if she chooses to cross that line, it's on her.
Walking away is the best thing you can do. Get some clean air and skip the drama.
I tell the women all day long, if you bring me peace, that's just as good as money.
Yeah, man.
Because I can't find that.
No.
I can't find peace. Peace? Like, you give me that, man, we good. Just be cool, man, and just, understand the situation, read the room, and we good. The more open-minded you are, the better we are. You know what I mean? I play my position, you play your position, and, man, we good.
You really can't.
Most men feel like that, but peace is a rare commodity nowadays, man. It's hard to find with modern women because they're so chaotic. They got so much trauma. They're used to their emotions being spiked by all the F-boys and the club scene and the drugs and this and the. So when you, as a very calm, peaceful individual, for them it's boring, it's disturbing. So they have to create chaos in your life to simulate the experience that they had prior to you.
Want to get cut out quick? Talk to a man any kind of way. Cussing at him, insults, whether it's targeted at his ego or his manhood. Talking to him like he a child. You can't do that. Because if they ain't gonna let nobody out there in the streets talk to them like that, what make you think you can talk to them like that? Well, if he was a real man, if he was a good man, he wouldn't have me acting like that. No, you acting like that because you think as a woman you can do that. But a real man gonna show you quick. He ain't the one to play with.
And the way...
Yeah, come doing exactly that. She probably lost a good one. They'll be talking to you crazy, insulting you, and the women, they go for the low blows, bro. They try to go for your ego. They try to go for your they try to target your masculinity, and yeah, they be having a mouth on them. Yeah, eventually, even if the guy stays, he's gonna remember what you said, and he's never gonna be. He's not gonna tell you certain things, and eventually you're gonna lose him to a woman who he feels actually respects him. So we got the Fat Muppet in the chat. I just curse them after they get disrespectful. I think you'd be like curse them out or something like that. Yeah, the thing is, man, it's like a waste of time to go back and forth with them. Like arguing with a woman, it's like such a waste of time. And when you get older, you realize that. It's like the sooner you get rid of them, the better, the quicker. Because especially if you're a guy who can get women, it's like the second they act up, you see them acting funny or moving shady, just make the make the transition quick. Just get rid of them. Don't linger. I'm not having a conversation. I'm definitely not arguing with you. I'm not going to have a screaming match or a back and forth insulting each other. We're not going back and forth in the texting. Bro, I'm not doing none of that stuff, bro. I did that. No, I let women know up front before I ever grant them commitment. Here's what I expect. I had like a list of like 10 plus things. Here's what I expect. If you can adhere to all these things, you can have a relationship. So if after that you then you know it's expected. I granted you the relationship under these terms, on these conditions. If you step out of line, there's no need for a conversation because you consequence of what that was going to be. And I'm out, bro. I'm not arguing. I'm too old to be arguing with these women.
Please show it is by walking away. It's just not worth the drama.
Would you rather have $5,000 or a night?
He said, no, I mean, curse them with witchcraft. I mean, that's another way to do it. Me, man, I just prefer to walk away. Let's see this next clip.
It's just not worth the drama.
Would you rather have $5,000 or a night with me? Yeah? What would we do?
Is this dude on drugs?
Oh, that's cute. You love God? Yes. Okay. Tell everyone to love God as well.
Yeah, that dude's on drugs. Oh my gosh, bro. This world's sad. This world is sad, man.
Thank you.
This man's willing to give up $5,000 just to get her to try to turn from her ways. Good on him.
What race would you not date?
Right now, I feel like black people. We get more love everywhere else than from our own people. I can't even date a black girl with my nails, my hair, my feet. I need some red bottoms. I want some look. Some white girls just for the vibe. Spanish, Arabian. I date every woman, and they all just want to have fun and just enjoy our company. Right. Black woman, yo, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my car note?
Why do you think that is, though?
And we, as a people, we already down low. So
Yeah.
it's like we coming from a poverty level, but still, we shouldn't come at each other like we getting over on each other.
Yeah, unfortunately, I hear that a lot. I hear this complaint a lot that, and see, I've only dated like 3 black women in my life, and that's for good reason, because I don't find most black women attractive. Now, what do I mean by that? Personality-wise, there's a bunch of personalities, and I don't like most of their temperaments, the way they speak, the way they communicate, then their mindset. I don't do the ghetto thing. I don't do the ratchet thing. If you have blonde weave on your head, I can't do it. If you dress a certain way, I can't do it. If you got to twerk everywhere you go, I can't do it. If you speak, if you don't know how to articulate yourself without, sounding ghetto, I can't do it. And those filters remove a lot of black women, unfortunately. So I have dated black women, but the ones I've dated are very well-spoken. They are very articulate, very intelligent, and they come from, well, one of them didn't come from the best background, but the other 2 came from really strong families and respected men. Even the one who didn't come from the best background still respected men very well, which is the only reason why I dealt with her. But yeah, I have a very strong filter when it comes to black women because, like he said, man, I've never dated the ghetto ratchet ones like the ones he's talking about because I'm trying to avoid all that craziness. I date the respectful ones, the articulate ones, the smart ones, the feminine ones. I've never dated a hood black chick, a ratchet black chick, one of the ones who will pop off at you and stuff like that. And yeah, no, the schools I went to, 2 of them, my elementary school, my middle school, predominantly black. My community, predominantly black. So I've seen this stuff, bro. I lived it just like any other black guy. And I knew I didn't need to experience it to know that I didn't want to. They were, no.
Race, it's about dodging women that come to you with a bill instead of a personality.
Whenever I've heard a man say, let me see what you look like with no makeup. Let me see what you look like without the hair. I feel that man is telling you that he does not have the money to finance your beauty upkeep.
If you're ugly, just say that.
Facts.
Just say that for real, because girl.
What do you even think she looked?
You could, bro. Fake hair, fake all that makeup, lip gloss, eyelashes. You could tell she does some stuff with her eyebrows. Bro, just so much fakeness. Bro, that's the thing, man. When you get a lot of women nowadays, bro, you got to do so much subtractions. Like you meet them and you can't just like, you don't know what you're getting. You got to look at her. It's okay. Let me minus the eyelashes, minus the makeup. Is that lip filler? Okay. Is that the lip gloss? We got the contour. We got that going on. Okay. The weave. Okay. How long is her hair? What color is her hair? Okay. But you don't know. You don't know. You got to do a bunch of subtractions, bro, to see what you're actually working with. And unfortunately, you got chicks like this thinking that you need to uphold her facade, uphold her fake everything that she has going on, and dudes are just like, nah.
Looks like behind all that makeup, lady, even your eyebrows are painted on.
Right, so literally 1% of the guys sleeping with 99% of the women instead of 50% of the guys sleeping with 50% of the girls, and the rest doing whatever they want to do. For two reasons. One, because the guys have lowered their standards and they just want to sleep with anyone. The 99% of girls have such high standards that they only want to sleep with the 1% with all the girls, so they don't want to commit because they get so much. But the 99% of girls are only allowing such a small minority of men to actually access them, they can't find a guy. So now they're looking at Johnny, Jimmy, and Timmy, who can't take them on nice dates and who can't take them on private jets, and they're not good enough. You have to own a private jet to be in the top 1% of guys. How many guys do you know in this world that are physically, psychologically fit, successful, confident, and actually have a good personality? All of them things together.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Yeah, and when you do find that, they miss out the loyalty trait.
When it'll find me, it'll find me.
It's not going to find you because guys are around to talk to girls. Because that's the 99% of guys that now don't have the confidence to approach girls. So the good guys that you want that are going to give you a healthy life are not confident enough to approach you.
I don't think she heard a word he said. Why listen to numbers when you can just manifest?
Yeah, man, it's no point breaking down the logic to these girls. Just live your life, move accordingly. They're never going to get it. Women need to learn by getting their hand burned from touching the stove. Unfortunately. That's what I've noticed in life. Like, you can sit there and debate with them and try to get them to understand logic of what's coming down the pipeline for them, why you shouldn't be a hoe, why you should look for a man while you're young, why you should do this. And you can use all the logic in the world to break that down to them. At the end of the day, they're just not going to listen because they think that they are special and that they will get an outcome different from all the other millions of women who are making the same decisions. So unfortunately, they only will learn once the consequences of their actions, manifest in their life. But trying to debate them and get them to see reason is just not possible nowadays.
It's to the man of your dreams, right?
You look really cute. Can I get your number maybe or your Instagram?
No.
No? You don't have a map? Because I keep getting lost in your eyes.
Weirdo,
Can
bro.
you get me out? I'm
Weirdo.
trapped. I see. You got that key out though. Yeah.
Is she in?
She's really gotten.
All right, it looks like she's in China, bro. Like, so they got this weirdo white girl, probably does OnlyFans, going up to random people, harassing them for content.
No game. That was just painful to watch.
This message is for the country girl in the green. One of the things that you had said is you're tired of waking up in the morning and seeing that ugly person you become. My recommendation is to get rid of the mirror because it doesn't matter what time you look, you're still going to be ugly.
Well, damn. There's a reason why this show has 28 seasons.
I forgot they used to do that roasting session. People used to get cooked.
Have you ever been with a man that didn't cheat?
Every single relationship has cheated on me.
You're
Damn.
having sex with your man multiple times a week and he's still cheating. I literally don't think they have any self-control.
She said it's no self-control, but you don't have any self-control when it comes to you looking for quality. You have these high standards, and if these guys don't meet your standard, you disqualify them. But the thing is, all of you ladies can actually find a man that won't cheat on you at all. He will look at you as everything. But guess what? Those
don't
men,
want 'em.
they're transparent. You don't even see those men. Those guys work at Chipotle. Some of them are in your DMs. They're average guys. But you don't want those guys. You actually want the men that can cheat. Not that would cheat, but that can cheat. So you are actually choosing your fate because you are choosing guys that most women want that are very attractive. But guess what? You can choose Joe from Shake Shack. He'll be loyal to you. You can choose the guy that's sending you multiple DMs. Hey, beautiful, can I take you out on a date? Hey, honey, can I take you out on a date? Or you can choose the guys in your friend zone.
They're laughing because they know it's true. He worded it right. They're choosing their own fate. They're choosing their own fate. The loyal men, I was talking to this one chick about it the other day. I was like, yo, the best men don't get the women, bro. The most loyal men, the most honest men, the men who would literally, be there for her in every situation, the best men don't get the women. It's the worst men who get the women because that's what women are attracted to. And then they complain that, oh, he cheated. Well, listen, Tom over there who's been pining after you for years would have treated you excellent. Provided for you, loved you, catered to you, listened to your emotions, treated you like a princess. You didn't want him. You wanted a homeboy with the money and the flashy car life. You might be number one, but you're not going to be the only one.
Guy's been in your friend zone for 5 years, loved you, probably had a crush on you in 6th grade, but you don't choose those guys. You don't want those guys. You actually look at them as losers. You only choose the guys that can cheat.
The real question these ladies should ask is, why is it that every man I choose ends up cheating on me?
I'm done with building women. I'm done with saving women. I'm done with Captain Save. Let's stop saving women. Look, we got to look at women for who they are.
Never make the mistake of trying to save some.
Yes, absolutely, guys. You cannot save these chicks, bro. You can't save them. A lot of guys think that, oh, I'm gonna be able to change her. I'm gonna be able to change her. And what they do is they see this image in their head of what she could be, right? She's messed up now. She has a bunch of trauma. She has all these issues going on in her life. But I can fix her. I can fix her. And that is whatever position you find a woman in when you meet her. I want you to imagine that if that was her for the rest of her life. Never think about what she could be. Only look at what she is in the moment. And if what she is in the moment is not something or someone that is worthy of commitment, don't do it. We're not here to fix chicks. We're not here to be Captain Save-A-Hos. We're not here to, be therapists and help women get through their trauma. They made those poor decisions. They could have made better decisions. They chose not to. So whatever decisions they make, let them live with it. It's not your job to get her therapy. It's not your job to be there for emotional support. She can go pay for that. They're strong, independent, make their own money. Go pay for a therapist. That's not you. Let her deal with that. Never, ever, ever try to fix a woman, change a woman. None of that, bro. None of that.
Someone that does not want to be saved. It's just not going to happen.
I would absolutely hate to be an average man today because most women are giving pay for play. They think that their body is the value that they offer. They want a man who is wealthy to be a provider, to pay for this and pay for that. But what do you give in return, dear? You can't follow directions. You don't give service. You can't cook up a meal. You're not compliant. You complain too much. What are you giving in return for this man who is in fact rare? I would hate to be an average man today. I'd hate to be an average income earner. I'd hate to be a 9-to-5er. I'd hate to be a normal human being, because to women, you're not a human being.
It's sad that you need to be an extraordinary man to get basic loyalty and respect from a below average woman these days.
There's truth to that. There's a lot of truth to what he said, but it's not entirely. You can get, okay. Maybe I'm just thinking of myself because I've been broke and I've still been able to get women. Now, of course, the higher up on the totem pole you go as a man, the better. Well, I'm not going to say the better, because just because you're rich doesn't mean you get better women. It just means you get more noticed by more women, which I guess opens up the possibility, since you have a wider women to go through, so you can find better women. But just because you have money doesn't mean you're going to find a good woman. It just means more women want you, and a lot of bad women want you. But yeah, I found some really good women even when I was broke. So, and just because you're an average guy doesn't mean you can't find a good woman, bro. Like, I don't want to paint this hopeless picture for a lot of guys out there. Like, it's over for you. You work a regular 9-to-5 job. There's no point. There's a bunch of regular guys with gorgeous women. I see it every day. I work at a job where I see thousands of people a day, and there's plenty of regular 9-to-5 guys. Most people are 9-to-5. Most women are 9-to-5. And I know women date up and all that, but you can still, as a regular guy, find gorgeous women, and I hesitate to say loyal. You're going to have to filter very well to find that. But can you just get a girl? Yes. Can you just get sex? Absolutely. Now, finding loyalty and true value, that's going to take a lot of filtering.
The math is not mathing for me.
I like you. Do you like?
You're not my type.
Well, what's your type?
Hot chicks.
How's that for some emotional damage?
It is a man's role to provide.
Okay.
Yeah. If everyone keeps talking about the traditional roles, then
Yeah.
I guess it is a man's job to
So
provide.
if it's a man's role to provide,
Yeah.
will you take care of the house?
Of course.
Okay. So you will cook, clean, support him.
No.
No?
I will hire someone to Exactly. do it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I sense a bit of double
no,
standard
but if
there.
I can
Okay, so
afford
not
it,
cook
if
clean.
my man can afford it, then why?
Okay. It's one thing if you're going to do that with your money. Because at first she said, if I can afford it. So if she can afford to hire a maid to clean, then all right. I mean, she's still pretty useless, but she's using her money to take care of the job that she's supposed to do. Fair enough. But then she followed that up. Oh, if my man can afford it. So let me get this straight. You want him to pay for you and your upkeep and also pay for a maid to do your job. So basically he's paying for 2 women. So at that point, he might as well just have 2 women. He might as well just have 2 chicks at that point. Or maybe he should just go find another woman and get rid of you because you're useless. She's useless, bro. Doesn't want to do the job that she's meant to do. So literally, yeah, pointless. Looks like even the Indian niggas are going through the same shenanigans, bro. Feminism is just cooked all these women brains. No matter where you go in the world, you're gonna. The unfortunate thing is this kind of mentality is spreading. It's spreading all over the world, even to third world countries. Women are starting to get delusional standards. I mean, reality for them. See, the thing is, they have these delusional standards or hopes. I don't think they're standards in third world countries. I think they're more so hopes and dreams because they have the internet now. And guys all over the world, and they're hoping and praying if they're hot enough that they can trap one of these guys. But no, bro. Feminism is cooking these chicks' brains. Useless.
I'm giving birth to your kids, no? Obviously, if I want to work, I want to have my own side thing. I would love to, but it's not going to be to bring money in the house.
Okay, so what's the woman's role?
So her money's not even gonna be not even gonna be for the family. It's gonna be for her jewelry and bags and girls' trips and useless, bro. Bro. Make an argument that she's not only good for sex. Like, how can you? How can you look at a woman and hear her say stuff like that and then make an argument that, no, she's more than just sex? I can't.
Taking care of the children,
Taking
giving
care of
birth.
the child. So raising the children.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, that's fair, I think.
Yeah.
How is that
To a
fair?
certain extent, that's fair. Like, you can hire someone to cook, but you can't hire someone to take care of your kids.
They really...
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, bro. You can hire someone to take care of your kids. She's useless, bro. She's literally just an incubator. That's it. That she's reduced herself down to, I give birth, and that's it.
Want no responsibilities or accountability at all. If your partner doesn't want any kids, what do you have to offer, miss?
Women have been raised to be selfish. Why does a woman feel like she needs to take him out and pay for the meal? You just got me something today on my birthday. Tomorrow was your birthday, and I didn't get you anything. Would you feel some type of way?
Yeah, I would.
What is a parasite? Somebody who takes, and doesn't give. That's what most women are, and they're okay with that. I would never, as a man, whether it's with a dude, whether it's with a woman, ever feel okay with them giving me more than I give back. Because I got character. I was raised like that.
Funny how the women who demand the most often bring in the least.
The problem is that a lot of women don't give a damn about a man's emotions until they don't get the solution that they want. It's a lot of men that are in marriages or that are in relationships, working their ass off, providing, doing their thing, being there for her, being there for the kids every single day. And he's miserable. But he doesn't have an outlet to come and explain to her why I'm miserable, or have an outlet to come and decompress and things of that nature, because everything's being taken care of. So from her end, it's convenient for her not to dig, not to ask, under the guise that she might be the damn issue. and she doesn't want to discover that I'm the problem. So I'm gonna ignore the fact that my man is miserable. I'm gonna ignore the fact that my man is not really acting like himself or whatever the case may be. How the hell have we gotten this far without us being on the same page emotionally, or without you being able to identify what triggers me, or identify what, oh damn, my husband is acting a little different. Let me investigate and see what the hell is going on. But that
Yeah, that takes a woman who actually cares about you, but she's going to showcase that behavior from the jump. You can't expect a woman who doesn't care about you to suddenly you marry her now. She's going to have a vested interest. No, she has to show that from the jump. That's how you know that that's going to carry on into the marriage. Because, yeah, dudes will sit there and they'll suffer and they'll do it so that their families can remain happy. But women, a lot of relationships are built around the female's happiness. It's the whole happy wife, happy life thing. And that's why I think I know happy wife, happy life is an absolute scam. It's a trap. It's a lie. It's set up because it assumes that if the woman's happy, then everybody's happy. That her happiness from her is going to trickle down to everybody else. And that's not true. Women are very selfish creatures, or can be. They tend to be, especially the modern women. And so they don't think about passing on the happiness. They think about themselves. So if they're happy, then they're just going to focus on themselves. They don't think about catering to their husbands and making sure their husband's needs are met. No. If a woman who cares about you, and she's going to showcase those traits early. If you don't see it, if she's not checking up on you, making sure you're good, making sure your mental health is good, catering to you, and stuff like that, then she doesn't care. If she's just a taker, like that guy mentioned earlier, a parasite, she's not going to care about your mental health, bro.
That's not the thought. But when it's a man, we have to do that, or else the relationship won't survive, right? So all I'm saying is that if you really love that man, in times of turmoil, not just in times of when he might have lost his job, or you can't buy that bag you want, or you can't go on that trip you want. Nah, when it's going good and I notice that my man ain't acting right, I need to dig and figure out what's going on. And if I'm the problem, so be it. I'm going to talk to my man about how I can fix it.
A real partner checks in before the other one.
That's tough. Especially when it comes to, I hate to say it, especially when it comes to black women, bro. Yeah, they just don't like to take accountability. To accept the fact that they're the problem. He's right. They don't want to know. They don't want to ask what's going on, because if he says, well, you're doing XYZ, now she's upset. Now she feels like you're attacking her. Now I have to say I'm sorry in order for her to stop being mad at me. So now it shifts from you trying to address your issues to now you have to focus on her. So a lot of guys just like, screw it. I'm just going to just keep it to myself and handle this and try my best to get over it. And it sucks. I'm not doing that. If the girl I'm with doesn't value or care about my emotions, care about my feelings, I'm out, bro.
One checks out.
Can I just say, you three should be models.
Bro's an actual supervillain. What did he just do?
This is my friend I was telling you.
Hello, mean girl. Nice to meet you.
Mean girl, what?
Bro, I don't know, man. These compilation videos be hurting my brain, bro. I do it to check in on the insanity going on, but bro, it's tough. It's tough to get through these sometimes. I think I've hit my limit. I don't know, man. My life is too peaceful, bro. Like literally, personally, my life is peaceful. I don't deal with any of this chaos. So when I used to do a lot of reaction videos to I used to do a lot of reactions to compilation videos like this, but I would always leave feeling like stressed, feeling like, I don't know, a lot of the chaos that I'm watching in these clips, like I feel it internally. I'm just like, ugh, I don't like it. This is why I prefer to do like debate reactions, and because I liked debates and topics and really understand the psychology of these kind of stuff. But every now and then I'll check out the compilation videos, look at some chaos, but it's very few and far between because I don't like letting that insanity of the world seep into me and into my life. But, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We'll try to keep these, you know, few and far between for me personally. I don't know if you guys like them. Clearly these kind of things get a lot of views. I don't know how people watch this. I guess people like chaos. They like 257K views. That's a lot of people, bro, who want to see this kind of content. This particular channel, Alpha Central, has over 4,000K subscribers. People like the drama. They like the chaos. And I can see the appeal to a degree, you know. But me, man, I'm over it. Personally, I just want to have debates. I want to listen to what people have to say. Deep conversations like the one we had yesterday with Candace Owens. That's more my speed. This stuff, it's fun now and again, though. But hey, you know, that's the video. We'll have one of these. I probably won't do another one of these for quite some time, but I enjoyed it. It was good. It was interesting. You know, a little modern dating foolishness. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, guys, take it easy.